Hey guys, this one is going to be a bit different. I basically expanded the MOC element idea I had from my last video, where I showed you the small Rebel turret that I made. And the user K Crane gave me the idea to make some sort of starter pack videos with little builds you can include in your MOCs. So let's get into it. This is the Death Star or Imperial base starter pack. Alright, I want to start off with the typical Imperial control terminals. Some of you might have already seen the admittedly silly and not very serious short video I made on those, but I still want to talk about them a little bit, because few things are so typical for Imperial interior spaces like those control terminals. So here we go. They look like, the terminals or control stations you would find in old nuclear plants. Just a few screens or displays, but many blinking lights and all sorts of analog controllers and dials. I just used the typical Star Wars control panel slope pieces down here, and then the transparent G-slopes for little screens. I tried to work a few of the blinking lights in there by including trans pieces, but the lights are of course much smaller than that. The thing is just, your only alternatives are stickers from the Star Destroyer set, so yeah. I mean, while the stickers do look more detailed, they are stickers, so you apply them and then they're here to stay. And with this brick build design, you can make the panels, or rather the whole terminal, as big or small as you like. Regarding the color, in the movies we usually see red or gray middle sections, so I made a gray version as well. Though I think they can be any color really. I have seen them in sand green and dark blue in video games too. I think it must have been Jedi Outcast or Jedi Academy. Other than that, the top section for the gray one is also a bit different. So just to show you guys an alternative, like this one sticks out a bit more because it is a tile attached to a modified brick, and that one is integrated. And because it only uses white plates or 1x2 white bricks, it is probably a bit cheaper or more available to you. Add a mouse droid if you want, or an Imperial gonk. Then there are also these control stations that are composed of a few separate angled consoles you might know from the prison block of the Death Star. And that's how I built them. Nothing fancy really, but maybe you want to include them or find a use for them. I don't know. The other thing that's pretty common for Imperial bases is the weird wall lighting pattern that goes something like this. I know that's nothing new at all. You all have seen a lot of MOC builders do the same thing for ages now. So it's just a simple sideways build, but it's very recognizable. Okay, moving on. Let's go to the exterior for a change. This is a simple Turbolaser Turret build. There's no way I could build one of those to actual scale. I don't even have enough 1x3x4 slope pieces for one of that size, so I mostly built it with plates that are angled upwards and attached to the base by modified plates with clips. A bit of added greebling on the sides, and yeah, the top part can rotate, and the cannons have elevation, but that's it. There's no space for minifigures and nothing else really, and to be honest, I'm not quite satisfied with the design, but yeah, I wanted to share anyway. You find those on the surface of the Death Star, of course, but it's not uncommon to see this kind of turbolaser turrets or towers really on planets as well. Just think of Rogue Squadron or Empire at War in those games. So yeah, it's a great addition for every Imperial base. The next thing I included is this weird power node thingy. It's supposed to be the one where Obi-Wan sneaks around and shuts down the tractor beam. So yeah, I decided to add this as well to the collection. There's no play feature here like in the set that came out in 2019, so if you want to reenact the blue beam appearing or disappearing, you just add it like this and remove it. Yeah. I included levers, but they are located a bit higher than they actually are in the movie, but yeah, you could easily fix that anyway. I mostly used Battlefront 2, the one from 2017, as reference for my builds, and these things also appear in different areas. I I guess the developers just, basically reused the models, but who knows, maybe those actually are like standard power nodes or cores or whatever that can be used for different things and not just for tractor beams. And by the way, it's built using essentially the same technique that I used in my Rebel turret, like this octagonal modified plate with bars all around to which you can attach clips. Next up are a bunch of crates. I used those modified bricks with the rails on the side and the Technic axle holes in the middle, and just added plates and tiles. Those are very small, so you can place them wherever you want. I didn't include any bigger ones that you would maybe find in hangars or docking bays, but maybe that will be a separate video sometime in the future. Okay, and last but not least is actually my favorite build of this collection. It's one of the laser cannons the Empire uses to shoot out of the weirdly small windows or gun ports of the Death Star. Like the official Death Star cannon set from 2019 I mentioned earlier. Well, it comes with this kind of cannon, obviously, but it doesn't look very accurate. Yeah, because it's meant for play and not for looks. Alright, there are seats for 2 gunners. It can rotate and point up and down, and it comes with the way too small opening to shoot out of. Like seriously, check it in the movie. They are that small. Again, this is a Death Star cannon, but this thing would look great in every Imperial base, or even as a sort of anti-air cannon emplacement somewhere on the battlefield or around cities or even on the back of a vehicle. I don't know, it's supposed to be a MOC element. You use it wherever you want. And by the way, you can change out the radiator part at the back if you want with this piece or even this piece, depending on what you have, of course. And if you get rid of one of those things on top, you could even add a spring-loaded shooter if you really wanted. But I will stick with the way it is. It looks better. And besides, when I was a kid, all we got was pretend violence with our Lego Star Wars sets. No shooting features. Those were all of the builds so far. I hope that I could inspire you a bit, or at least provide a few minutes of entertainment. Maybe I'll do more of those videos in the future. They are definitely very fun for me. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Maybe when I have more pieces in the future, I can even make some sort of a modular Death Star room system, because that's something I always wanted. Like 15 to 25 euro or dollar sets that represent sections from different scenes that you can connect with each other in different constellations, like control rooms, cannon bays, or armories, conference rooms, barracks, or whatever really, with like 2 minifigs per set, and wouldn't that be great? I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And leave me a comment if you have feedback or suggestions. I'm always happy to get input from you guys. Subscribe to my channel to not miss any of my future videos, and I guess that's it. So, thank you very, very much for watching, and I hope to see you on my next video. Bye bye!